I keep saying, this is just cheap popularity. You want to make a stupid name for yourself, and you're ready to drag someone down. Because you want to make a name for yourself, you are ready to drag somebody down. That is why I said it before. Most of them are happy Westo is on the run. Most of them are happy Arifa is being locked up, because they control the same crowd. They have the same gullible people that listen to them. On a normal day, most of them, they can have a live and have about 10 people listening to them. But because they've been divided now, they have to divide their camp, their listeners. They divided them. So most of them are kind of like tapping from what Isheti Arifa ti sheku ni àti Westo ti sheku náà ni gbogbo wọn lọ ń ṣe, because wọn ò lè sọ nǹkan míì. These people will not listen to them, and these people listening to them also want to have a sense of belonging. They want to feel among. They want to send a request so you can bring them up, because they've enjoyed that privilege from where they were coming from. That privilege of you picking them up, then they will sit and they'll start saying rubbish. So on want to take up one, they are kind of like pushing that same narrative, and these same people are feeling among. So it always gets to me. This morning I was just kind of like pissed off, like Babalawo today be by. Oh no, to rí nǹkan kan sọ. Ẹni tó yẹ kó wà ní sọ lẹ́kùlẹ́jà. Olofa, Chef T, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So, is it all right for us to say that Baba Mohbad and this set of people you're talking about, they are in the same school of thought? Because if you hear sometimes the things they say with what Baba Mohbad says, they are quite similar. Is it right for us to say they are from the same school of thought?
Of course, they are of the same school of thought. All of them are of the same school of thought, because if they see no reason, if they see no reason why they can condemn Baba Mohbad for wearing Mohbad's clothes, even when he has not been buried yet, if they can't question why he quickly buried a son in that manner, if they see no reason why to drag that man for him not to wait for the son to be buried before he can jump into the studio and start making songs, then all of them are on the same thinking faculty. They can do the same thing Baba Mohbad is doing, and they will do worse.
Thank you. Mr. Tosin, Mr. Luatosin, I want to ask you a question, please. Do you think, looking at everything that has happened and how Baba Mohbad has instigated the public against Wumi, against even the people supporting the widow and how, do you by any chance think he might go to jail?
No. No, he won't, because of the way to which our society, our culture, and even our tradition, see things when it comes to all of these things. Tomorrow, Baba might come out and tell you like all what he's doing, he does not even know anything, because he's suffering from the trauma of losing a child and everything. And I keep saying it. If you want to watch everything Baba has been doing carefully, the only person Baba has issue with is Wumi.
Yeah.
So if tomorrow, amidst everything that has happened, when Baba wakes up and maybe apologize to Wumi, or maybe the family comes and say like, I'm very, very sorry. Maybe I was misled, I was misguided. Some people were the one who came to tell me this, who came to tell me that. Maybe it was even spending, which is my see, who told me this, who told me that, and everything. And as a father who just lost his son and everything, I was angry. Maybe I could have done things in a better way or handle things better. I'm sorry. Let us move on and everything. Wumi will not sue Baba now. So the only person that can sue Baba in all of this is Wumi. And I don't think Wumi will sue Baba in any way. And that is why maybe Baba is actually doing this. And I've said it, Baba has been very, very careful. The whole of issue of Elegushi or anything, you cannot see anywhere Baba open his mouth to say anything about Elegushi.
True.
When he went to Bereketa, he said, Liam is a Muslim name. They did not give me placenta. That was all he said.
Yeah.
Baba has not come out. Yes, Baba said he saw pool of blood. Till today, Baba did not come out to say Mohbad was stabbed, though.
Yeah.
So it is those people that are pushing the narrative. So Baba did not. That is why, if I keep saying like Baba can come out tomorrow and say like gbogbo ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí ìmọ̀ wọn rí o, because èmi tí mo ní kéèsì gan ibi tán ti ń rí gbogbo ìtàn sọ yẹn mi ìmọ̀ rí. Mú ìwá tó jẹ́ bóyá bíi family mi àbí tí mo fún power of Anthony ṣóun ló sọ fún yín, you say no. Tèmi ni mo sọ fún yín no, ṣé ìyá Mohbad ló sọ fún yín, ṣé àdúrà ló sọ fún yín, sóńbó lẹ́yìn ti rí story yín. And Baba would come out and tell, like, even his own lawyer came out to tell them that there was no stab on this boy body.
It's true.
So he will tell you he came out through his lawyer to debunk it. Because if you are saying Baba did not debunk anything, he will tell you that his lawyer came out now and he will bring out that interview. As like his lawyer came out to say like they did not see any stab wound. That did he tell anybody? Wọ́n lè sọ pé ńgbà tóun gòkè tóun rí duvet lára wípé bọ̀ọ̀ṣẹ́ àmọ́ wípé nígbà yẹn jìnnìjìnnì wà lára mi. So maybe I could have actually been mistaken using the word pool of blood or whatsoever. Then Baba lè sọ pé òun ò kàwé náà. Bóyá àwọn èèyàn náà kàn sọ sí òun lẹ́nu pé wípé pool of blood wípé òun fi pé bí a pé kinní tóun bá rẹ́gẹ̀ díẹ̀ wípé bí a pé ìyẹn lòun fi pé pool of blood. He will say so many things. But àwọn tó máa wò gangan ni wípé okay, in this whole case, somebody like Arifa now, who sat down on his show and was giving narrative of how they brought a jeep, the jeep came down, somebody wearing blue shirt and a short with red lock on his neck, locked door, Darosha opened door, the guy went inside with injection to go and those are the ones that we need to bring out proof. Baba has not said anything against any third party. Baba issue is with Wumi. So if at the end of the day they release autopsy, an autopsy show that okay, this guy died of a natural cause, he can say, oh, I am sorry, might be no Wumi, back maybe I should have handled things differently or whatsoever. That is it. Now I see someone say like, oh, can the government? No, there is no evidence in this case. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Don't let us put sentiment or emotions into it. There is no evidence at all in this case. Because the thing is, even if they want to charge, what the government is looking for regarding this whole thing is what killed Mohbad. It is not what led to Mohbad's death.
Yeah.
It is what killed Mohbad. Is it the injection? Was it that maybe just as these people were pushing narrative, was he stabbed? Is it poison? Is it whatsoever? That is what the government wants to know. So if the government wants to maybe like charge or jail anybody regarding the fact that maybe, oh, Mohbad's body should not have been buried, this should not have been done or whatsoever, want to call everybody, want to arrest the Baba, want to gbé Darusha, want to gbé everybody. But that is not the bone of contention or what the government is looking for. And that is one of the mistakes these people on this other side they are making. What the government is looking for is the fact that we want to know the cause of death. Now, if it shows that, oh, Mohbad was murdered, that is when maybe they can now start talking of maybe motive, that they can now start investigation into it. Now they can now, maybe if they establish the fact that Mohbad was murdered, now they can now open an investigation case. Okay, if this guy was murdered, or maybe he was not dead the time they went to go and bury him, that will now call for questioning like, who actually buried this guy? That is when they can start talking about, okay, maybe they want to pick this person up, they want to do this thing person up. But if maybe at the end of the day it still goes ahead with what we've actually been hearing of the fact that, oh, the nurse came, gave him an injection whatsoever, this and this, then that is when you can now start looking at, oh, this is this. And I doubt, and I keep saying it, I doubt it. It is only if maybe the autopsy result shows something else. Because don't forget the fact that even the nurse in question has actually been interrogated by the Nigerian Medical Association. And they would have given, after the interrogation, questioning and everything, they would have given the police their report. For the police to have actually granted the nurse bail, it means, number one, they are not charging her for murder yet. It is only if they now do the autopsy, now show something else. Maybe, oh, what she gave Mohbad, she ought not to have given Mohbad, and that led to his death. That they can now charge her. And it can be for even maybe medical negligence or whatsoever, in as much as she did not inject her with poison or whatsoever. So these are things that, goes the court. So at the end of the day, that is why when I listen to this, we say like, when we get to the main court, when this case get to court, what makes you feel like this case is going to go to court?
Yeah.
After the whole thing, the coroner inquest will give their report that this is, after the autopsy, this is what it showed that killed, that maybe like caused the death of this guy. What they want to establish is the cause of death. And once they are being able to establish that beyond any reasonable doubt, that okay, maybe this is as a result of maybe medical negligence or whatsoever, it will now be left to the state to now show if they want to go ahead to prosecute or not. For example, this case of Sylvester, at the end of the day, the coroner actually blamed the parents of negligence, of medical negligence. They blame the parents of medical negligence, and maybe the school also for negligence. Everything boiled down to negligence. Now, is the state now going to sue or charge the parents who lost their child to court? No, now they are not going to do that. And that is why you see, like, after the coroner report has been released, nobody is talking about the Sylvester case again. And maybe that might be how this Mohbad case is going to be. So these whole people on the other side talking about like, and when we get to the main court, which main court? If they come out and say like, oh, this is as a result of medical negligence, now the coroner can go as far as say like, oh, maybe those who are in the house also, they can actually maybe like blame them for medical negligence. Maybe they ought to have actually taken him to the hospital when he was sick. When they realized the fact that maybe his hand was swelling, rather than calling a quack nurse. That is the highest that they can do to blame maybe the wife or any other person in the house. And in this case, it is well established that it is not the wife that called the quack nurse. So you cannot blame the wife. So that is why if they want to now take it up, okay, even if they want to charge the nurse, now it's going to be like, who called the nurse? That is where spending comes in. As the one who introduced the nurse. So that is where spending comes in. So now maybe they want to now take it further. Like, okay, that injury that made them to call the nurse, the injury sustained that made them to call the nurse, how did he sustain that injury? That is where Prime Boy comes into the picture.
Okay. I want to ask another question, but before that one, I'll just first ask you that, considering the circumstances around the death of Mohbad and the stories that we've heard, about what happened and everything, what would you be expecting from the toxicology result?
Say, mine is this, and I won't lie to you. there is nothing too serious to expect from the toxicology report. If we want to be sincere, now it is the fact that maybe due to his underlying health issues, the injection he got maybe took a turn in his body, or maybe maybe because of the drink they've actually had from the shoe or whatsoever. Those are maybe like the few things that can come out from the autopsy or the toxicology report.
Sis.
I'm gonna be here. Just be talking. I'm here.
Okay, let me
Good
invite you.
afternoon, everybody. Ẹ káàsán, ẹ kúlẹ̀, ẹ kú iṣẹ́, ẹ kú ọ̀rọ̀. I
Eka,
dey here.
okay, all right. Okay.
So that is it for me. I am not expecting nothing too serious to come out from the toxicology report. Nothing too serious.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Also, now this question is that if the toxicology result comes out and it's like the same thing with it aligns with the story of that the fact that he reacted to the injection, this and that, like everything went on the same way they've said the stories. um do you think anyone might go to jail?
In this case, I
Yes.
don't see, for me, I wouldn't lie to you. I don't see anybody going to jail. I don't see anybody going to jail. I don't even see anybody being charged to court in this case. That's my own opinion. Oh. My own view. I don't see anybody. And the reason is this. I don't think number one is the fact that I don't think the state would want to waste its time and its resources to actually pursue a case like this, especially a case that is already a mess of this nature. The family had already buried the body. So now the thing is, what the state is just trying to do is to just establish a fact if Mohbad was murdered or not. So if Mohbad was not murdered, nobody is going to be charged to court now. The only few people, even if they want to charge anybody to court, it is these same people, the nurse. If it comes out to be medical negligence, if the states want to maybe like punish anybody, it is going to be the nurse.
Yeah.
It is going to be the nurse. I don't see the only reason maybe pending who might now be punished is all these old things he wants to start saying now, that would now maybe put him in a position whereby like maybe he has an hidden agenda
Yeah, and it's trying to cover
in all
up.
of this.
Yeah.
Because if he's just going by his story like, oh, my friend was actually sick, he was trying to call his nurse is not available, I have my nurse, I gave them the number. That was all Spending did. Spending did not speak to the nurse before the nurse came to the house. So all he did was just to drop a contact. So, and once they can establish that fact, maybe through the nurse, and the nurse could actually say, like, no, they just told me, like, oh, from Spending, and that was why I came or whatsoever. I did not even see Spending. I did not speak to Spending before treating him or whatsoever. Then Spending is out of the picture.
Yeah.
Other
Okay.
establishments can now be maybe Prime Boy, who fought with him, that made him to sustain that injury, that made them call the nurse to come and treat him.
Yeah.
So that is it. So, but for me, I don't even think maybe, because if truly they want to charge the nurse after the say investigation from the Nigerian Medical Association or whatever, the police would not have released that nurse.
Yeah. Okay, but another question I now want to ask. Sorry, I'm bothering you this night. Is that wouldn't it be rather unfair? I know the law doesn't work with all this, but wouldn't it be rather unfair if things go that way and no one is being charged and her character has been defamed? These same guys that are suspects have also bullied her on the social media. And do you not feel that it's going to have more effect if it happens to other people, when people feel that they can bully, defame your character, and they still walk scot-free?
Okay, now the thing is this. I think I saw a question by even maybe Godson in the comment section, and we need to take it back. You see, the whole thing, I guess one of the problem of this whole justice for Mohbad is along the line, some people, especially these people from this other side, they turn the whole case to rice and beans. You see, justice for Mohbad, the gongo, it is bringing those who bullied Mohbad when he was alive to book.
Yeah.
So it is, you see, that is why where people mix it up.
Yeah.
This whole inquest, police investigation, it is just to establish the cause of death of Mohbad.
Yeah.
The main justice for Mohbad, the main case, Gongo, which Samilari and Naira Marley are standing for, is that bullying. That one is on its own. That one, if we all push it and we keep focusing on it, those people will be punished for it. So those people will be punished for it. Now, if this whole thing is now over, these people who have said, oh, Wumi stabbed me, oh, Gunlobeni, on Shekini Koni, Wumi is Shekini Koni, Wumi is Shekini Koni. She knows the name, the record of all of these people. Wumi can now go ahead to sue them the same way Obelegushi is holding Arifa now.
Yeah.
So there are two different things. If
Yeah.
we are looking for justice for Mohbad, what they need to know is what killed Mohbad. So wait, if I'm looking for what killed Mohbad, somebody calling Wumi that Wumi killed the husband. How is that related to what killed Mohbad?
Abi.
It's not related now. If somebody is accusing you that you killed your husband and you did not kill your husband, the law is there. Sue that person.
Abi.
But the thing is this, Wumi cannot start going after these people now, because it will look as if like, oh, she's trying to cover something. She's trying to do this thing. She's trying to do... maybe like when the autopsy and the toxicology result is out, and maybe now she's been cleared and vindicated, she cannot call a lawyer. Come on. This so name of people, I've listed them. They are 100 in number that they said I killed this guy without proof. Please, I need you to help me sue them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. The next question is that, looking at everything, do you feel that when the toxicology result is read to the public, a lot of things will be different for Wumi, and a lot of support is going to rise for her?
And the thing is this, first thing you need to understand is the fact that toxicology and autopsy results would be read, but not to the public. The government and those who are in charge does not know the public. They don't know the public. They don't care about the public. And that is why in my mind, I feel like the autopsy and the toxicology results is out. They have it already, but they are just waiting for the fact that, okay, you guys feel like you are the one controlling the narrative. Okay, you guys should keep shouting. When we are ready, we would go and present what we want to present. Now, the thing is the fact that the toxicology and the autopsy results will be given to the coroner. And that would form the whole report of the coroner. It is the coroner inquest who is now going to summarize their report and give it to those who set up the inquest. But definitely, because this is a case that, definitely the whole report will be released and it will be out. Once they release that and it is out, now Wumi definitely will be vindicated. Once she's vindicated, every other person would definitely either hide their head in shame. The I no go gree would be I no go gree, but they will not be able to do anything, because this would be something you cannot take to court, you cannot appeal. The public does not count in this. The family does not matter.
Yeah.
in all of this. So the highest the government will do to the family is, do you want us to go and bury the body where we exhumed it from, or you have other plans for it?
Okay. Okay, so with the report we read on Punch this night, it was read that the toxicology was received on Monday. And that same Monday, there was a guy, Cute Julius. He went to his Instagram page and he put it there that toxicology is out, and that what killed Mohbad was they found an overdose of nitrate, is it oxide or something? Nitrous oxide. You know that laughing gas thing, the balloon,
Yeah.
that they found it on his body and it reacted with the injection that was given to him, you know. Do you feel that if that result is true, do you think it will nullify the fact that he fought with Prime Boy?
The whole thing here is this, and we need to be open and be sincere in all of this. You understand? Number one thing is this: it is not the injury he sustained from the fight that killed Mohbad. Let's just establish that one first. Mohbad did not die from that injury. He died, with what those who were present said, he died as a result of the injection which he got while treating the
The
wound.
injury. Yeah.
You understand, the injury. So now in this case, number one is, if there was no injury, there would have been no injection in the first place.
Yeah.
That's why I said it now depends on if the state wants to proceed. The first thing is the fact that, yes, okay, there is actually shea neutralized oxide in his system. That one is one thing on its own. The injection came into his system. That is another thing. Sure, you understand? Now, why was the injection administered? Should now be the question. The
Yeah.
injection was administered because he had an injury. If he
Yeah.
did not have an injury, the nurse would not have come to administer the injection. So
Yeah.
now that report would have actually proven two things. The number one is the fact that there would have been an establishment that he had an injury which made the nurse give him that injection.
Yeah.
That is one. The number two is the fact that the injection now reacted to maybe the oxide, the nitrous oxide in his body.
Yeah.
So those would be the two things. And that would actually not nullify or clear Prime Boy and the nurse.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, now this question is quite sensitive that I want to ask. Okay, so let us assume it is true. Let's assume it is true that it was on balloon. You know, a balloon is a street name for the nitrous
Yeah,
oxide.
yeah.
And if we want to count the videos and the pictures, we would have about 5 and 6 where we have physically seen Mohbad inhale balloon or hold balloon. So if it is said that it was on balloon, then I can say we've seen evidences that it was on balloon.
Definitely.
Now, I read on I read the side effects of being on balloon, especially consistently or being overdosed on it. And part of it was memory loss, the feeling that someone is chasing you, anxiety, and panic. You have symptoms of psychosis. These were everything that Mohbad went through, and we associated these symptoms to the bully. Now, in the video of Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and all after him, we've not seen Naira Marley in any way that Naira Marley was after him. Of course, we knew he was after him, but we didn't see him physically running after him. But we saw Naira Marley, we saw Sam Larry attack him. Do you think that if the toxicology comes out and they say it was on balloon, do you think these people will be able to pin some of these symptoms on the balloon and excuse themselves?
No, now the thing which we need to get is this. You see, in the case of Samilari regarding Mohbad, there are more than 1, 2, 3, not picture but video evidence showing where he was being not bullied, being beaten, being molested. So Samilari will need to prove forget the nitric oxide or whatsoever. You will need to prove beyond reasonable doubt why you were beating the guy. So that one has nothing to do with maybe they found laughing gas in his system or whatsoever. Now the case of bullying has nothing to do with maybe it is laughing gas. I did mean there were no video or picture evidence. I say like, oh, what he's suffering from is just mere illusion, Jare. There is no proof, there is no video for it. But this one, there are different pictures, videos, different at different time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's their own case. It is what Yoruba we call it. This all have you sat down to think about the fact that why is there so much PR? Why is there so much diversion about trying to get the cause of death of Mohbad? Why is there so much attention? Why is there so much PR? It is because at the end of the day, it is still going to bounce back to these people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the only reason why you can see if they are attacking Wumi lo pa, Wumi lo shekini kon. They all know that Wumi did not kill Mohbad. They know. But all they are trying to do is to discredit Wumi, shift the whole attention away from these people. What made, like, I don't know, but I can say, like, what made 75%, 80% of people to jump on the justice for Mohbad, the whole protest, everybody, they protested and everything, is because of those videos everybody saw after Mohbad's death. Nobody went out to protest justice for Mohbad because they felt it was the wife that killed him.
Yeah.
It was those bullying video. Èèyàn náà lù báyìí láì ṣe wúrẹ́ tó bá jọmọ kọ́ṣẹ́ yín gan kò yẹ kẹ́ máa ná báyìí now.
Pé ó dẹ̀ sọ o, the kọbi ara sí.
Then you understand. So it is those. So the main case here is actually the bullying, and that is why they are paying. They are doing everything to divert everybody away from the bullying. Because that is the bottom line. That is the beginning, and that is going to be the end. Because when they come out now, and when they release the autopsy and the toxicology report, let's say it goes this way, that okay, it is one nitrous, it is laughing gas and everything. People will now go back to the fact that okay, if it is laughing gas or whatsoever in the system, okay, that beats in it on she laughing gas in the no.
Abi.
So now we now go back to that beginning of Samilari where we've been diverted away from. That's just it. So the whole plan, the whole agenda, they are trying to come out. We pay one lossy school, one pin baggy, one she Sahara, one shaking it, one pafa, one shaking it. All those things is just so that the society or the general public can actually, I mean, should I say, like, see them as good people. You see Samilari come online, now the question is the fact that but kí ló dé tó ṣe nọmọ yẹn.
Yeah.
See, I keep saying it. If I'm a PR person for Samilari and Naira Marley, what I'm going to do is to come out and apologize to everybody and the family of Mohbad. I did not wish him bad though, whatsoever. Yes, I might actually be wrong with my actions of maybe, like, you know, bullying him, beating him and everything. But never was it my intention to say, like, maybe he was going to die or anything. Okay, but business can look power or whatsoever, or maybe I felt pain in the fact that, oh, we've actually invested so much on this guy, and without no cost or anything, you are leaving the record label or whatsoever. Maybe we should have handled things in a you get what I'm saying? But there is no way these people will not own up to treating that guy bad, and you think they are going to go scot-free. If you sit and ask the wife, follow what the wife has been saying. The wife is not saying, the wife has not come out to say, like, somebody killed my husband of this death.
To make a year miserable.
So if you ask me what justice is actually looking for, it is the fact that these people who bullied my husband, made his life miserable, they should be held accountable and they should be punished.
Yeah.
Wumi is not coming here to come and say, like, nurse to gunabere eba mi won lewon, eba mi se kini kan. No, that's not what she's saying.
Yeah.
But what is so gbogbo kini, the rice and beans, they've mixed it up together in order to confuse everybody. That is why some people see justice for Mohbad as, and that's why even most people on that camp will be disappointed at the end of the when they release the autopsy and the toxicology reports. Because what 85% of them have in their head is the fact that Wumi ló pa.
Yeah.
So if the autopsy and the toxicology result comes out to say, like, he was not killed by Wumi or anybody, how do you think these people are going to feel?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so there's another question I want to ask. I don't know to answer this question.
For me to go fund me, Baba Mohbad for a question to move down you.
So this next question, I don't mind if we start from First Lady, you know, and we keep, we just do like 2 minutes, you know, to talk about it. So what I want to say, regarding DNA. So right now we know that it's a 0% probability that Baba Loba is going to get the court order. We know. So, however, some people in Wumi's camp and outside Wumi's camp felt like, oh, she should just do it, you know. A lot of people are now anxious, either they want to watch a movie or, you know, real life. They just want to see, you know, they're anxious. Who is the Baba of Leham? So now my question is that, is it right for her to do the DNA? Whatever reason, to clear herself, to do it, is it right for her to do DNA? And if you feel that it is right for her to do the DNA, at what point do you suggest she does the DNA? First Lady. First Lady is not with her phone. Bolly B. Wendy Gold.
Yeah, I'm here.
Say it
Yeah,
again.
so-
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Okay, Bolly B. Okay, so
Say it again.
So the question is that, do you feel that Wumi should do the DNA? Like, yes or no, should she do the DNA? Then if you say she should do the DNA, at what point do you suggest she does the DNA?
Before I the route at which everybody is going about it, trying to humiliate her and bully her. At the end of the day, they still want her to do what they want. It's so alarming and frustrating. So me, I don't want her to do it at that point. But at the point that I want her to do it is when this thing is just becoming too much, and the only reason why they are just hating on her is because of this DNA. She can't go out, she can't do things, she can't do that. Some people are so even stupid to think that, okay, when the result comes out, we will know who killed the guy, and the result is going to lead us to the death of the guy, saying all sort of nonsense that doesn't even matter. But for me, I just feel for her, health wise, for her to be balanced in life and everything, she should just do it for just, for like, you understand what I mean? Like, she should just do it
Sanity.
for sanity, like, so they can get off her back. Like, I mean, by the time she's done with this DNA, no, they wouldn't have no other reason to come for her again. It's just this DNA. So me, I feel she should do it at this point.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Wendy.
Um, okay. Very good, and also it's a tricky question, but I'll go back to the beginning when the whole thing started, and to the main campaigner of the DNA. I'm going to drop 50 million, blah blah blah. That is African television, and I engaged. The question I asked when he said he had been doing this for the past 25 or how many years he had been doing into investigative journalism, blah blah blah. And the question I asked him then was, has he seen any case, any murder case, any case close to the case of Mohbad, that it was through the DNA that they were able to find the main, whoever killed him, cause of death, time of death, place of death, and so on and so forth. But he couldn't answer that. And my question, my other, what I'll still say is this: DNA will not give us the actual cause of Mohbad's death. Wumi can decide can decide to do the DNA not for the public but for the son and family. Liam will grow up one day, and I pray, is not subject to bully when he's growing up. Things like this, and internet never forget. So for the boy not to be subjected to bully and to some kind of like courses when he start growing up, she might have to do the DNA at her own wish time, not for us. It is not the DNA that killed Mohbad. So I will say she will do it at her own time. That is what I will say, at her own time, and for future reference for Mohbad and the Aloba family. It is not the public business. It's like somebody asking me to go and do DNA now. So if I do DNA for my son, am I going to bring it to the public that my son is my son or is not my son? So that is what I think.
Wendy,
She will do it.
Wendy,
Yes, I'm with you.
sorry for
Ma,
interrupting. What's up, my darling brother? How are you?
fine, fine.
See, the narrative that they've been selling around, that is the DNA that is delaying the toxicology and the autopsy. Now, if according to what we read today, that the toxicology is out, is it the DNA that actually brought out the DNA? I mean, that actually brought the toxicology.
How can you
Now
even
that
believe these
Out.
people? Like, these people are, no, you can't believe these ones
no, no,
now.
no, no, no. Yeah, you don't understand, but Libby, because that is what they are selling to the stupid stupid and senseless people online.
Yeah, they are the
And
ones selling
everybody,
it. The government didn't
yeah,
tell us anything like that. So it's just their
of course the
propaganda.
government didn't tell us. And but the ignorant people, the ignoramus, that were like, go and do the DNA. Is the DNA will tell us what killed Mohbad. Now that the toxicology and the autopsy is out, and the DNA is not yet done, why is the toxicology and autopsy out, and the DNA is not being done? So that shows that 99% of Nigerians, average Nigerians, are just the mumus, that they will just follow the crowd. They don't have the brain of their own to actually think, to digest and assimilate. You understand? Because mo máa mú kan jókòó látẹ̀kọ̀ okay toxicology ó ti jáde. So nísìnyí ṣé DNA yẹn ló máa tí wọ́n ti ṣe yẹn ló máa wá sọ fún yín ikú tó pa Mohbad. Result ti jáde ń sin ó yẹ lọ gbọ́ result kẹ́ fọmọ ọlọ́mọ lẹ̀. She would do it at her own convenient time when it pleases her. And for the sake of her son, not because of you people, ẹ̀yin amẹ̀bọ, ẹ̀yin gbé borun, tẹ́ ń poke nose into other people's affair. You understand what I'm trying to say? Sorry, sorry for interrupting. You can go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. I think I will let Mr. Oluwatosin speak now because
Okay. For me, yeah, I would be surprised if the DNA has not even been done. Wumi might have done the DNA because for her to have been so strong like this, and she said, okay, go through the legal route. Let us go through the legal route, go and get it done, go and get this, go and get that. She, on her own part, would have actually, maybe gotten approved, and even the legal advisor sometimes would have maybe clients who are, maybe we need to do this on our own so that we can actually be on a safe side, so that at the end of the day this bubble does not burst on the face of everybody. So we might have done the DNA, and she's just leaving these people to wallow in their foolishness and stupidity. So, and at the end of the day, when everything is out, she will just come out and say, like, even this DNA you are talking about, I am my friend, you've done it as far back as November, but we're just waiting for you to maybe bring in your court order so that we can do it in your own way to show the general public. Because one thing we need to understand is this: with the way this case is now, if Wunmi on her own should go and do any DNA anywhere and bring it out, these people will not believe her anyway. In fact, it is going to cause more problem. They are going to tell you that, okay, why is it that it is now that she's doing the DNA? Why is it that it is now she's doing the DNA? See, along the line, either they like it or not, the proof is going to come out. And I'm still telling you, sooner or later, Baba Mohbad is going to come out and tell everybody that he never said Liam is not Mohbad's son, that he was being misquoted. Baba Mohbad, you see this old DNA we all are looking for. Baba Mohbad fúnra ẹ̀ ló máa announce the result DNA yẹn fún gbogbo wa. When he will come out and tell you like wípé ọmọ yìí Mohbad ló bí. Me sọ fún pé, but that time, because general public are requesting for it, the same thing he told Tolani Oreniyi is going to be the thing is going to come out to tell Nigerians at the end of the day, that he never questioned or doubts the paternity of that boy. But normal, ìjà lóde tó rí dòwe, èmi náà gbogbo ìtí mo sọ ń gbà yẹn irọ́ torí pé ìjà wà lẹ́ni and everything, but ní ìsinyìí ìta ti settle ọ̀rọ̀ family wa, gbogbo ìta ń sọ yẹn ìbínú ló fà á tí mo fi sọ it dey happen. So if we are saying the only way I will advise for me to go and do that DNA is if there is a court order to back it up legally. But aside that, even if Baba Mohbad should come out and say mi doubt ọmọ yẹn kan tí ẹ̀ kan lọ ṣe DNA yẹn káwọn èèyàn lọ́mọ tó bá lọ ṣe problem ni. Because people are still going to come out and tell you that irọ́ wọ́n ti lọ bẹ bàbá yẹn wípé kó jèbù rẹ ni, so result yẹn gan bóyá negative ni, but ẹ mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ti máa bẹ bàbá kí bàbá má sọ̀rọ̀ síta. But if she does it the legal way through the court, then if anybody should say anything otherwise, she can sue that person. So, but if that is not the case, kó rọra fi sílẹ̀, ayé tó sọ pàdé ogun, àwọn náà máa sọ pé ogun. If she come out tomorrow, don't let me lie to you, even people on this our own side that we are thinking they are from Team Wumi, somebody will sit and say like, okay, tó bá mọ̀ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe DNA yẹn láti jọjọ, kí ló dé tí ò ṣe ṣe? Why tó ṣe ń waste time everybody? Why is she doing it now? But she was shouting for court order before. So, okay, she was looking for a way to manipulate the result. Now they've been able to manipulate it. That is why she's coming out. People are going to talk. So Wumi does not owe anybody any DNA. Tọ́mọ bá ti dàgbà tó bá ti ń lọ sí school ẹ sọ́pọ̀ ọmọ àlè ní pé dádì ẹ̀kọ́ ló bí. But this whole thing, me, I won't lie to you, it will not be up to 1 year. Because see, I keep telling you, the main dragging has not started. The main issue gongo has not started, because the main issue why they are calling for this DNA, Wumi should go and do DNA, they are doing this thing. They've not come out to tell us. So when they show this whole cause of death of Mohbad, tí yẹn bá ti kúrò níbẹ̀, now we will not be left with the inheritance and Mohbad's estate. That is where the main dragon will now come out. So for me, if you ask me, Wumi should hold on to that court order. That court must give that court order to do the DNA. And even if she wants to do it, she must do it under the supervision of the court. So that if she does that DNA, the proof and the result will be registered by the court. So that if tomorrow anybody wants to see anything, it will be as if like, oh, the court has given a judgment on this and you are saying this, now they can sue you for whatsoever they want to sue you for. Maybe it is libel or whatsoever. There is a record for it. So it will not be as if like, DNA gun, and they just went to one hospital to go and do it. So there has been so much controversy surrounding this DNA. So Wumi should not just go and do DNA for the sake of doing DNA because she wants to please some people. These same people that she wants to please will be the one to drag Wumi tomorrow. So that is my own submission regarding this one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, it's my turn before you now get to Pinky. What I know about the internet and with the way these people are is that they will never stop. They will never stop. They will keep going for more. And I remember I was saying that if she does the DNA, they will still ask her that Ashawolo woni jotoko eku ye gogono. Oya jade ko post the panty ko snap wesiwa. They will never stop. They will keep asking for more and more. And also, do not forget that they are trying to use this process to humiliate her so that she will surrender to them, so that they will be able to ride her for other things. The DNA is just a process to be able to break her. They want to break her so that because they feel that she's in control of so many things. If you ask me, Baba feels that there are still more things that are in the hands of Wumi. She wants to break her. He wants to break her. He wants to be able to lay hold of other things. So DNA is just the process, to get more other things from her. Also, I know that sometimes even we that were supporting Wumi, when we feel pressured, sometimes we feel like boya ko sare se o, boya ko se kini ko, boya ko se bo. Sometimes also when you now look at these people, the way they come on social media, the way they are threatening, the way they are doing, you just look at it that she can't take that risk. She can't take that risk to go and do things without a legal backing, and they have to get the order. Also, Mohbad never denied the paternity of this child. Wumi herself does not need the DNA. If she has done the DNA at all, which is normal for her to have done it. Is for a legal practitioner and the legal practitioner would have told her, you need to do this DNA, we need to keep it in your file. If anything happens, we're going to use this thing to fight them, you know. So for me, Wumi doesn't need the DNA because she knows the father of her child. She does not need it. And èmi ò tí ì rí ibi tí ọmọ tí yàn tọ́ tó jẹ̀yà lórí ẹ̀. You understand? Tó ń sọ fún ọmọ yẹn pé bàbá ẹ̀ was a legend. Láwa tọmọ náà dẹ̀ tún ṣoríire tó ń ṣe dáadáa. Ọmọ láwa máa bá ọmọ ò kí ń bá àwọn òbí ẹ̀ jà wípé bàbá mi kọ́ leléyìí, bàbá mi leléyìí. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. A child would not say, bàbá wo lẹ gbé mi fún, bàbá wo lẹ bí mi fún. A child doesn't say it. It doesn't happen. It is only if there's another person saying èmi ni mo bí ọmọ yẹn, and which has not happened. People have been looking for oríṣiríṣi bàbá. Kò sí bàbá tó ń tí pè fún Liam tó kò sí, and nobody has come up to say àmì mo gorí ẹ̀rí o, èmi ni mo ṣe kíní kan. So thinking that she's doing it for her child, I don't think she doesn't need it for herself, and she doesn't need it for her child. Our child will never question her wípé ẹgbọ́ ìyẹn kan báyìí kọ́ ló bí mi. It will never. So for me, I think that if only they get the court order, it should be only done if they get the court order. Unfortunately, they will never get the court order. So for me, it's still that no DNA. But if she feels, because I'm not still her, if she feels like she wants to do it, she wants to clear herself, because this girl, we don't know what she wants to do later in future. She might want to go into influencing, she might want to go into things, she might want to, and a lot of people are already rising that they want to help her, and they're already questioning her too, that, oh, why don't you just, so that you get accepted in public, you get this, why don't you just get off with this? It just depends on her. She might just want to do it, for our public fans, not for the ones that are threatening her, but for our public fans, to make them know that, oh, see, with everything I went through, it's not like I was not adulterous, like Ogun Ijilele is not because I had a hand in anything. She might want to do it, she might want to clear, she might want to feel free, she might want to walk on the street, she might want to go to the market, go to cinema with her child, go to all this, because it's even more than everything we are saying. It's even also about people threatening her, people threatening the existence of the son. She's not comfortable. She doesn't know which school she's going to take the child to ẹ pé wọn tí ní gẹrun orí ẹ kó tó padà, or maybe they are not, they not. She doesn't know. So for me, even though I'm still like wait for the court order, I still feel like for her to be free, to move, to do other things, for support from even a lot of people on the media that wants to support her, and this is what they are waiting for. I still feel that if she can do it, like by probably making things easy for them, by also approaching the court, while the court organizes the DNA for them, while she goes ahead to do it, but not doing it on her own, but through the court, through her legal backing. Sorry, I know I've spoken so much. Yeah. So Pinky, thank you. Pinky.
FT, I've spoken. Go ahead. Next person.
God's own.
But yeah, I don't think we need any DNA. I don't think we need any DNA. Because as far as me, I'm seeing Liam and I'm seeing Mubad on that boy. I don't think we need any DNA. Even if that man gets a court order, I don't think she still need it. Because if the man come and say, okay, maybe when we may do DNA, that will tell us the real, is going to say the killer of Mubad. I don't know when DNA turns to be toxicology report, because that man has been saying a lot of things, and Nigerians keep coming out to tell her, go and do DNA, go and do DNA. And to me, this case gone that we are talking about, and I won't call it a case, what we are arguing and what we are waiting for here, the death of Mohbad, I don't think it's going to get a stage where the court to tell me to go and do a DNA or she should go for a DNA. So I don't really think she needs to do a DNA. But if she feels like she needs to do it and just post it online, that is really the father of Liam. For those that are so stupid not to know that that boy resembled Mohbad so much, she can do it. But for me, I won't support her doing any DNA. I cry sometimes. That's how I've been. That's the way I've been thinking. I don't think she needs it. For real, for real.
Okay. Thank you very much. MFM. MFM.
But me, I would still like to take us back to some things we have visited before.
Okay.
And it's not about DNA because I'm not really interested in DNA discussion. I'm interested in the show organizers and a little in Sam Larry and Naira Marley. Escapade was saying something the other time that the show's organizers don't really, have anything to say on this, or like they can't be prosecuted or something. I don't know where you are going to call someone for a show. You won't give him proper security. Even if Mohbad says he's going to bring his own personal security, as long as Mohbad was in that premises or in the venue when the fight occurred, like when they fought this guy, Prime Boy, I think the organizers should still be the people to be protecting him at that point. He has not left that venue. He was still in the venue.
Ca-
But for them not to be dragged in, you want to say something?
no, no, no. Continue. I just wanted to ask you a question quickly.
You can ask me any question you want to ask me.
Was
I'll still
Mohbad
be around.
attacked? Was Mohbad attacked?
We wouldn't know, but he fought. He fought someone at the show. And for me, the way I'm thinking is,
Fight is
when they want to
different
leave.
from attack.
You said what?
Fight is different from attack. It was at the show. It wasn't
Mhm.
like thugs or anyone attacked him. You get, he was with his friend. He fought his friend. This cannot be on the show.
But Jeff T, no matter what, if Mohbad was trying to leave that show and they are telling him that he should wait for this or so person so they could clear them all at once. And Mohbad at some point was in the car, people were around him. Like if there were securities there, like proper security, that they were protecting them. When that guy wants to get down from that car to go and turn to open the other side of the car to tell Prime Boy to get down from that car, if security were there, they won't allow him come down at all. It would have been like, what do you want to do, Mr. Man? Okay, I want Prime Boy out of my car. And they will just tell Prime Boy, Mr. Man, can you just get down from this car? No matter who he is to him. Prime Boy is just a friend of Mohbad.